Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited. I got a new project today. I was walking the alleys and I found this. Check it out, a gold mine. I don't know what this is really, but it's got these cool little notches on here. I figured maybe we could make a cool tray or some kind of neat display, but somebody did drill a bunch of holes in here for some weird reason. Not really sure. Well, what I did just to test it out is, I don't know if you can see it there, but I fill those little holes up with epoxy. So we're gonna try to like turn this into something. I don't know what this was. Some kind of shelving unit or something. There's some tags on it. But anyway, first is let's get this thing sanded down. See if I can smooth out these holes, and then we'll maybe throw a paint job on here, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do with it. What time is it anyway? It's early. Neighbors will be all right. I tell you what, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna end up drilling holes all the way around this whole thing, and then we'll have a uniformed, hole and patch thing going on here. So let's keep going. Did I mention it was cold? It is freezing balls out here. It's supposed to be above 30 today, but I doubt that. I have a motto I use on this channel and when I do my projects, and it is, I'd rather it look level than be level. Sometimes level doesn't look so level, and a little crookedy looks exactly perfectly straight. Support that channel, hit that like button. I'm out here freezing, making stupid art pieces on my day off. Alright, visual inspection here. Kind of sucks because all of these other ones look great. The only one that's not is this one right here. It's like a little sunken in. So yeah, I will have to put a dab of something there and seal it up, unless I got other ideas. I don't know if I want this to try to make this as smooth as possible. Maybe I'd take like a nail set and I just put dents all around it. Maybe I just beat it with a hammer and then make it look kind of like rusticy. I'm just afraid some of the paint will chip on here, so I might have to sand a little bit and then dent it up a little. Because if it's dented up all the way around, it'll look a little more rustic and like kind of beat up. So I might try a couple on the back. Let's do that. Man, it is cold, guys. It is freezing out here. Alright, I think I'm going to try, without blowing up the integrity of this thing, what if I... Ooh, that's going to be loud as hell. Yeah, that's kind of cool. But now what would 50 dents look like, I'm gonna have to have a smash party. Do I want to go perfectly smooth, or do I want to go little denty, al dente? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta sit and think about it for a second. Let's just give this a quick rough sand. I'll probably do like a 40 or something on the sandpaper, and then we'll get a hammer in. Alright guys, let's make this frame beautiful the only way I know how. Kind of the way I look at it is, someone's going to say, are those dents supposed to be there? And they'll say, yeah, because who would go and start taking hammers to the frame? This guy. Just give this thing a little friendly sanding. Oh, that sun feels good. This is just a get out any like burrs or anything I might have done with the hammer. We'll see what this comes out, man. I have good feeling about this one, I'll tell you that. All right, my rag here. Get this cleaned up. So now I don't know what am I gonna do with this thing. Spray paint it. A little low on my spray paint colors options right now. But I'd like to try to make it look, be nice if I could try to make it look like rusty or something, you know? I think this might work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try some of this acrylic stuff. A dark brown and a little, ooh, scarlet. Let's start primarily brown though, because that's the main doo-doo brown. That's kind of like what I call that. And then let's go like a drop of red and see what happens. Whoa, all right. I don't know, never did that before. All right, that's cool. It's kind of like a reddish, whatever this is. I'm getting it all over the place. All right, that's a good sample size. Let's start with that. Get this lathered up, see what happens. I don't know. Oh. Starting this time. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's fill in those holes where I made the dents. Yeah, that came out like a nice, cool looking darky brown right there. All right, just kind of throwing some of this on there. Almost like a stain, but this is metal, so obviously there's gonna be some removal. Wherever there's imperfections, I think it will leave some discoloration. And that's kind of what I'm hoping. Just put it on thick here, into those grooves, into every one of the little grooves, the dents. That's the most important part. That's what we do here on this channel. We turn trash into different kinds of trash. If you want to support my channel, please do. Smash that like button. Tell your friends and your uncle. You might like some of this stuff. Make yourself something. Share it down in the comments. All right, good enough for me. Couldn't tell you what the end result is going to be, but let's let this cure in here for a little while. That's what I'm thinking. All right, it don't look like much yet, okay? It doesn't look like much. All right. All right, another cool dynamic, and this is just me. You know, if you don't like what's going on, you just throw something else into the mix and see what happens. But I found this cool can of spray paint. I figured I'm gonna throw a little bit of this right on top of some of this and see what happens. When I wipe it off, we'll see what stays. Pretty cool color, I like it. It's called Dreamy Lavender. So I'm just gonna do some of this stuff. See, there we go, guys, that's all. Look at that. Excellent. That's not excellent? All right, now to throw in my little extra touch. You know what I mean? It's kind of like bring some of those colors in because it mixes in with the spray paint. If you mix in with the spray paint, it will like stay. But in the meantime, what I did find is this piece of paneling. Look at that, it's real thin. And I think that this is going to sit really nice in here. It'll look, you know, something like that. And it sits in there deep, which will allow me to maybe add a little to this or something. So let's go and cut one of these to size. Take off my head earpieces here. Well, now this is going to be a tight, snug fit, guys. So let's see if we can get this in here without damaging it. Yeah, Here we go. That's the fit. Since this is like kind of like a particle board, I don't want this to split, you know, so I gotta go in real evenly here. All right. Check it out. Really nice. Really came out pretty neat, I think. Cool design. I think this could be a thing on its own, but let's see if we can spruce it up with something. I'm gonna go look through the piles and see what we can find. I'm still gonna think about how to secure this in there, but I gotta tell you, look, unless you're really pounding this, it's not coming out. So if you were just gonna hang this, I wouldn't even move. It could just sit just like this. I don't want to add any glue. I'm afraid of discoloration or like seeping through. So I think that's a done deal. All right, after testing a few little tapes, I found that this interpolymer, this aluminum foil tape, it seems to really adhere nicely, and it's very thin to both both the cardboard as well as the metal itself. All right, guys. I like that a lot. Right, that's just the back of the thing, so, you know. All right, I went looking all over the garage and things that we are going to put in here, and I was thinking of pictures. I had like bird stuff going on. I couldn't think of anything. So out and about, I went over in the backyard and I found this twig. Check this out. What I'm gonna do with this twig, I'm gonna take this twig and it's gonna go just like that. It may not look like anything right now, guys. I'm working on it. A little too much same color, so I got an idea. And the idea is this thing is going to be white. So this one I don't have to worry too much about ruining it. I'm just spray painting a piece of wood, for Christ's sake. You want to be careful and catch like those little spots in there. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Come in at different angles. That's a pretty good coat there. I want to add a little darkness to this frame a little bit, so I'm going to just sprinkle it a little bit with some of the black. Let's try that. And to protect this, because I don't feel like taking the tape off, I'm going to put the old color, the backside, just drop it right in here. And I just want to sprinkle some black on it. You know what I'm talking, like, that's it. Just slightly turning it, just a smidge. Trust me on this one, guys, trust me. It's kind of giving it more of like a, pretty cool. It's kind of giving it like a night sky look to it. All right, I'm thinking, you know what? I like it. It's growing on me now. I do like the way that this is starting to come out, but now I feel like this panel could use a little distressing and a little dirtiness to it as well. So let's, you know, for the sake of on a poor judgment, let's give this a tiny little bit of dusting too. All right, check this out. It's very, very bright. So it's very, very bright. This will be pretty cool. Now I'm not going to look at the camera, unfortunately. I got to look at the paint, or else I just will ruin it. See, we're just making it just a little darker, and kind of dirtying up some of that stone, some of that inside a little bit. I know it seems windy, but the paint is getting on there, guys. It's kind of like how I like it. Some little runs on there. I like spray paint art, man. I do. Look, it's still keeping the brown lines. It is. Oh, thing's looking cooler than ever now. It's evolving art, man. It's evolving art. What a great looking color it's beginning to be. That little corner. Yeah, corners are nice when they're a little on the darker side. Love it. Cap. Done. All right, what I've come up with is we got our white twig thing here. And there you can see that is going to look pretty nice. And then the only question was whether it should be this way or the other way. But you know what? And then since I have a lot more design going on here on the top and a bigger piece of stone there at the bottom, then I'm going to go this way with it. And that'll fill that in, and then we can still see this beautiful thing. And you know what? That paint had some gloss in it, so it's really making this whole panel pretty shiny. Let's get this screwed in. So this is how I'm going to fix that down. I have these little, if you guys know what these are, these little cable ties. Let me do like a little thing here. Now the idea is I got to get this in here because it'll be its permanent location, I think. Something like that. Just gonna put one right here, and then probably one like right up here, right at the bend. I'm only gonna get one shot at this, right? So I'm gonna try. All right. I'm going to put this on a harder surface. I'm getting too much bounce here. Yeah, you know what? It's pretty good. Now let me get the bottom in. And again, if it doesn't work, I'm doing the zip tie thing. So now it's just a matter of putting it straight. All right. Let me go touch this up with a little brush on the white. Alright guys, check out the final product. What do you guys think? I think it looks totally awesome. Really, really cool. Check out the detail, the branch. Check it out. Look at the work on the frame, how nice that looked, and how that came to be. Really enjoyed doing this, and I really appreciate you guys coming along. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think of this old art piece. And I'm going to go put this thing for sale somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to ask for it. But that's always the hard part for me, because I like doing it, but you know, the pricing and everything else is just you know, the other part of it. But thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, join for more art pieces. Talk to you next time.